how much are you sensing that when you're out on the floor, especially getting lobs from Igor or Sakai?
It's just as the season goes, getting more games under the belt. We practice a lot, but it's hard to replicate what a game looks like. Especially with the five guys that we have out there. We're usually playing against each other in practice, and so just getting more games under the belt allows the confidence to grow and the feel of playing with your boys to grow.
What does make a player a good lob threat? I mean, what goes into that beyond just the ability to jump?
I think it's a lot of timing and just being where you're supposed to be. When I'm playing the four, being in the corner, or being top of the key where I'm supposed to, and it's knowing your teammates and your teammates having and trusting you. Me and Z talk about it all the time. If that ball's going in the air to me and him have a pretty high percentage of it going in. And so just having that confidence level with your teammates that they trust you, that you're going to catch it, and stuff like that. But I think other than athleticism, and it's more of just being where you're supposed to be and spacing on the floor.
What impresses you so much about Jordan Beatty, especially after the other night's game?
Well, I mean, Coach Barnes calls him our sixth starter, and I mean that's true. I mean, there was probably nowhere else in the country he wouldn't start, and so just the way he attacks it. Most people could look at coming off the bench as being a bad thing, but man, he embraces it. I mean, he's by far, I think, the best sixth man in the country, and just the way he can consistently do that night in, night out. Of not even being in the first 2 minutes of the game and then coming in and then just doing what he does. I mean, he came in and hit a three, 10 seconds into him being in last night, and so it's stuff like that. Just as soon as he comes in, it's just a sixth starter, and I feel like as an opposing team, that's got to be something that kind of hurts your heart when you see him coming off.
From a big man's perspective, what does Jemai do to help you guys defensively, whether it's digging or doubling, whatever he does to help you guys?
Well, it's more than just that, man. It's kind of just the stuff he tells you. He understands the defensive side of the ball from all five positions, and so it's more of almost his teaching points of like hey, like I know you're trying to force him left, but he's like I'm on the right side, so force him to me and I'll come in. Just it's his knowledge of the game, and he's not afraid to share it and stuff like that. And so I think that is, as a big man, the biggest thing that he helps with us is he's like I'm gonna help me help you, and so that's kind of the biggest benefit of, and I mean he can guard fives too. I mean y'all have seen that before, so I mean he's a huge benefit, just mentally and physically out there.
Hey, Cade, on top of that, when you see him chasing guys down 94 feet or flying out on a closeout, landing in the bleachers, I mean, does that just if he's going to play like that, does that push everybody to do the same?
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, you see a guy who's been here 4 years flying around like that, it makes you realize, like, man, I gotta catch up to him where he's at. I mean, he's a guy that's been here for a while and been here all 4 years and been through a lot. And if anybody's got a reason, him and Z, to let up, it's them two. Because they've been here, they've been through the work, and they don't let up. And so you look at that and you're like, this is the mindset that makes them who they are. And if I can take some of that and apply it to myself, that'll change everything.
All the talk around the program this week, being ranked number one and whatnot, how much is going through it last year and the program as a whole, the last decade, help you all maintain focus and also kind of getting right back into business for the game, big game on the road on Saturday?
Well, it's cool. It's cool that we've done this. It's a testament to our hard work. But when we got ranked number one, Coach Barnes was talking about, like, there's nothing we've done to get it. It's just what's happened to us, from the work we've put in, and it's time to embrace it. We always have a large target on our backs due to the numbers in front of our names and the name on our chest. But that target just got a little bigger, and so to embrace that and to really not soak it in, but to take that number and understand that people are going to be coming after it, and to embrace that and use that as our fuel, that we have something everybody else wants, to take that into practice and take that into games and use that as some extra fuel.
You mentioned Jemai, sharing his knowledge, and it's great to have a player like that, especially in practice when you kind of see him directing traffic in a way and breaking sets down. How nice is it to have him there out there and really break things down for you guys?
I mean, yeah, it's awesome, and I said him and Z, being here 4 years, they have every reason to sit back and cruise through practice, and then they don't. They've seen all the stuff that we're running through. They're like, I mean, we played Illinois last year, so they've seen all these sets. They remember all these sets, and they understand how they want to attack them. They've played a lot of these players 4 times, and so having guys that are just as intense today as they were 4 years ago when they first got on campus is something, if not more intense, is something that adds a tremendous amount of value to us as a team, just the level of concentration.
2 weeks ago, Coach Barnes talked about how you have a jump shot, but you're embracing your role before we start to see that. What are the next steps for us in order to see your mid-range jumper kind of break out?
You know, my role does not require scoring. He always talks about, and I'm sure he's told y'all, that my role is my role. Anything else that I give is just a cherry on top. And so, you know, just really embracing what the team needs. And if there's a day where they do need that, then hey, I'm all for it. You know, my confidence level's there. But you know, if not from the free throw line, if y'all can't tell, the past couple of days, I saw them pop it up on the screen the other day, 50% for the season. That wasn't great, but we're getting that up. But you know, it's just embracing my role, man. You know, with a team as deep as ours, we got guys that can score the ball, and you know, just you know, playing my role, spacing the floor, and if push comes to shove, and they do need a little bit more out of me, they know I'm there for it.
Outside of just the hustle and desire to rebound, why is this team succeeding in offensive rebounding at such a high clip?
Well, man, we got some big athletic dudes. You know, the little 3-man rotation of me, Fee, and Igor is tough. That's a lot of physicality, a lot of athleticism, and we battle each other every day. And so, you know, when you're trying to offensive rebound against those guys every day, you know, you go up against some of these other schools and you're rebounding with them, it makes life a lot easier, you know. And so I think it just goes to how we attack every day and how we attack each other every day. And, you know, GP is a big part of that. You know, his whole thing's kind of the rebounding part. And, you know, if we're not pushing each other hard enough, you know, in practice during the day, he's going to tear into us and tell us that we're doing a disservice to each other. And so that's kind of how our approach is with the rebounding during practice. It makes games easy.
With your role not necessarily being a shooter, how much do you work on that jump shot, and how does it look, I guess?
You know, I mean, I shoot every day, you know, and whether that's before practice, after practice, and so, you know, just constant reps for, you know, when my role expands, you know, whatever time that may be. So, you know, it's just it's every day, and you know, when we're in shooting competitions, I'm in the thick of it with everybody. So, you know, we have the scores down there some days, and so I'm up there in the middle with them.
Time for one more for Cade, if anyone has one.
Rod Clark, good coach.
Oh, I love Rod. I love Rod. You know, I wish he would have given y'all the true thoughts of what he thought of coming down to Jacksonville. So
Thanks, Cade.
Appreciate it.
appreciate y'all.